Welcome to winter. Yuck. Brr. It's cold. I don't like it. But hey, the sun is shining. Woohoo! Alright. So today I'm going to delve into 3 things that could be making you feel pretty crappy and awful in your own home in the winter. And yes, the cold and the crappy part make you feel unhappy. But the reality is, there could be 3 things that you're doing in your own home that are not healthy for you, or that are just making you feel crappy and worse than you really need to feel. So, welcome to Just 2020. In case you don't know, I help come up with ideas and tips and tricks and help you get your shit together as I'm getting my shit together. And today, I'm talking about 3 things that are helping you feel unhealthy in your home, and they're easy things that you can change. So once you know what you're doing and talking about, it can make a big difference in your life. All right? So first, does a lot of people in your family have runny noses or itchy noses? They kind of feels like they have a cold, but they don't have a cold, or it never goes away, or it's allergies, or yeah, they're just feeling awful? Or do you have asthma and it's getting, something's going on, it's worse in the wintertime? The first thing could be your humidity. So I have a humidity level thing here. So you can see my house isn't really too hot up here. This is upstairs, but the humidity level is in the red. And so that does not help you feel so wonderful. So in the wintertime, we don't have the windows open. We're not, and sorry about that, putting it back on the wall. So I just have that on my wall. So in the wintertime, we've got the heat on, the heat's cranked, the windows aren't open, so we're not getting our fresh air. And we can sometimes forget that we need the right amount of moisture to help us feel right. And so if your house is really dry, then you might notice you have more headaches. Everybody in the family's got more sniffly noses. And yes, colds and flu season is going to kill you. But if your house is really dry, you're probably going to end up getting more colds. And that is because you're always itchy, you're dry, your nose, you're just always... And so the kids touch things and then they put it out their nose and the viruses get in more. So that's one problem. And another problem is if it's really dry, then you're going to end up, you're getting more mucus, or they're blowing the nose all the time and they're irritated and sore. I get this redness all the time. So it can seem like you have bad allergies, which I do, but it makes them worse. And the other part of it is you can get to the point where you have like nosebleeds because it's so dry. So if you're noticing all of a sudden the kids have nosebleeds, or you do, then check the humidity levels. Because sometimes it's just part of growing up or whatever's going on, but sometimes it's the humidity level. And if it's really dry, your nose can get really sore. You can have those allergy symptoms, so it gives you a sinus headache. The dryness can give you just a headache in general, in and out of the cold, and making it worse. Me hopping in my car and having the heat cranked for a long drive, I come home and my nose is just burning and it's sore. So maybe your kids can't tell you that's what's bugging them, but if it's really dry in your house, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe you need to work on getting some more moisture in the house. So I have a couple items that I use. One is my pretty little humidifier here. It's actually really cool. It's got 2 settings. The lighter setting, and then the light turns on, so if you need a light, but they say the blue light's not really great for sleeping, so remember that. And then I can crank it, and I can turn the little light off too. This one here just runs and runs, so I do actually, you can see all my mess here, but I do have a timer, so I can set it for however long I want it to run. So if it's in a room that I'm going to go to sleep in, I can say, hey, I only want it to run for 4 hours. And that's how long, you know, figure out how long it approximately takes to run the water out. I think this one is an 8-hour on the high, 4 hours on the low. So you might only need a little bit of moisture in your room. I have a separate little moisture thing in here. See, it tells me my comfort zone. And I'm just at the lower end of it. And I had this running today because I went back to bed because I felt awful. So that was 3-4 hours this morning, and then I had it run last night. So I finally just got into the comfort zone. I realized it was just way too dry yesterday. Another thing that you can do is the essential oils. And if you do Young Living, that's the one that I go with. And they have, I'll turn this one off. You can hear it's pretty quiet, got its own sound as well. They're both nice and quiet. I only put a couple drops of whatever I need in. I use eucalyptus if I've got a cold or if I'm just stuffy and sinusy or allergies. Watch out for pets issues. My best friend has an allergy to lavender, so I gotta be careful if she's coming over. Somebody at work had problems with clove, so gotta be careful. But that helps with, you know, the winter sickies. Peppermint is great for helping you wake up or opening those sinuses if you like the smell of peppermint to go to sleep too. Some people hate the smells, so be careful of what everybody likes and doesn't like. This one here is totally separate from this, but they both do the cool mist. Great deal. If you like essential oils, check into them to see how many things they have added mixed in. I love the Young Living because you can get just the plain oils, or you can get them added with coconut, or you can get them added or mixed together with a few different ones. And they actually do all of their seed and growth and all of their stages of getting it ready for you. They take care of it all, so you know you're getting a great product. And if you sign up under me, you can make me money without actually spending any more money. And if you just want to sign up and be a member without buying anything, you can do that online. So I'm going to hopefully find a way to link a page on how you can do this. I think it's a great idea. For me, it's helped a lot with my headaches. I use a lot less pain medications because I actually put the peppermint on in little drops. It can be hot, so mix it with coconut. Some people do. Excuse me. Schmack shirt. Pardon me. But it can really help with your allergies and with your headaches. And I'm using the moisture anyways. But I don't use it all the time. You can use it topically, you can use it in the air. And it really, I have noticed it helped me cut down on a lot of my medications and a lot of my symptoms. So that for me is a great way to moisturize my home. And number 2 trick is for if you're having problems with your allergies and headaches and all that, check into smells. Because like I said, my best friend is allergic to lavender. So if you're using a lavender a product that the plant or a product that somebody's allergic to, your pets don't like eucalyptus and a few other things. So keep an eye on that, how your animals are doing. Are you using a lot of perfume? Are you using a lot of fabric softeners and air fresheners and chemicals? Number 1, they're probably not good for you. Because have you read what's all in them? Did they come from a country that says it's okay to use things, but the country that you live in says you can't make products with that, but yet they import stuff with that? Double check. I have allergies to smells or bad reactions, and it gives me a headache, gives me itchy eyes and nose and sinus headaches, and I can be around somebody for 2 minutes and want to throw up because they may smell beautiful, but that chemical in that perfume is just killing me. So I found with the oils that they don't bother me, most of them. I think the rose water, we used it at work. And I don't know if it's the fake rose water or a real rose water, but we used to use it at work and that gave me a headache. So they do have a rose oil, and I have not bought it just in case, because I love roses, but they stay outside. Because that rose water made me sick at work, so I'm not going to try that oil just in case. You know, I'm not going to waste that money. Maybe it's a beautiful smell, and there's a lot of beautiful smells and perfumes and all sorts of stuff, but I have a laundry soap that I used called, it was Gain, and it was awful, and it was a beautiful smell, but every time I went to do the laundry or smelt that clothing, I was feeling sick in my head and nauseous and sinus and headache. So yeah, it's not worth it. You may be wearing a perfume and think you smell awesome, and you might smell awesome, but since you got used to it, you might be putting way too much on. And a lot of people are probably going to cut me off right here because I love my stuff and screw you all. But there are a lot of people who have bad allergies. And I know I put the oils on topically when I was at work, and a couple times I accidentally put too much on. So I was like killing myself and everybody around me. So be careful how much you use of those too. Because not everybody loves them, and they're not good for everybody. If you have a problem, an allergy, or you put too much on, people can burn your skin with them if you put too much on straight. Like, follow directions. Hello. So yeah, a lot of people put way too many chemicals, way too much crap on. I'm walking backwards here. Hey. And they really cause themselves and their families a lot of harm, and they don't know it. My mom used to spray in the barn for the bug spray, and she actually liked the bug spray smell, so she'd spray it and keep going and didn't care, and she died of lung cancer, everybody. So you might think you're doing fine and it doesn't bother you, but maybe that was what gave her lung cancer. Maybe not. She wasn't a smoker. She wasn't into the chemicals. She wasn't into a lot of stuff. So maybe that was part of it. Think about the chemicals you're using, because 10 years down the road, we find out we are using something all the time that was bad for us. And you know, they say back and forth all the time stories, so you really never know. There's so many, everybody gets cancer and everybody gets so many problems already that, I mean, everything's going to kill you, so why not do what you want? But educate yourself, okay? Please? Yeah. Okay. So the third thing that can be making you feel absolutely awful and crappy and crummy, and you might have noticed that I have curtains. Ooh, really nice sunshine. Yeah. I have blinds. But I have the blinds up, and then I have curtains. And I did that in my bedroom as well. See? I love sunshine. I have seasonal affective disorder, so sunshine makes me feel happier. So having part of the window covered, and then part of it covered so that the neighbors don't see me naked. See, there's my bathroom. They don't see me all naked. And having the sun shining in a little more is wonderful, okay? That is me. I love it. But everybody loves blinds these days. Oh, I don't know if I should show you this room. Yeah. This is my spare bedroom. Yep. See, I got the blinds closed. But how do you clean your blinds? Did you know dust is probably one of the things that gets allergies going bad, gets your sinuses going bad, can give you headaches? I'm not good at dusting. I'll admit it. This is my spare room. See? I had a video on this earlier. So if you're interested in getting your spare bedroom from Big Bad Messy, see, that's my closet, still working on it. But this is looking better. See? And I got my bed. See? My bed all set up and wonderful. Sorry, it's all jiggly, wobbly. See? And this is my spare bedroom. And I have blinds on it too. And so everybody loves blinds, and it looks great. And they say that my curtains are horrible dust magnets. But I find it's going to take me forever to clean the blinds. How do I clean my blinds? How do you do that with quickly and easily and often? Because if you're not keeping the dust off, you're got allergens going on. So with my curtains, let's see, maybe I should do this in another room. That's easier. Yeah, I did it on the other ones before. All right. So in my bathroom, let's see. In my bathroom, this is my curtain. I don't want to show off everybody in the neighborhood. Don't need to know, probably. But in my bathroom here, see, I can just move this, set it up so I can just pop it off easily, take the curtain off, throw it in the wash machine on a gentle cycle, and, would you focus? There we go. And so I can just take all my curtains down quick, throw them through the gentle cycle, and hang them back up. I don't even have to let them dry, go through the dryer, because it's winter time and it's dry in the house, so that'll moisturize. I don't need any fabric softener, I don't need perfumes, I don't need none of it. I just give them a nice rinse. You can wash them in the sink if you have to, if you don't have a wash machine in your house. So don't wash them in the tub if you have to. It's whatever you gotta do. But, and that will do a wonderful job of keeping things private, but you can cut down on the dust, because dust is a known allergen. Dust makes your sinuses all itchy and sore too. So you have dryness, you have perfumes and chemicals, and you have dust making you feel like crap. So myself, I'm wobbling you around here, sorry. Myself, I have plants which cut down on allergens and chemicals in the house, and they give me clean oxygen and healthy air. So, you know, my spider plant, I love it. It's fantastic. And I have other plants that do that. Now, if you have allergies to plants, or you have lots of dirt and everything, dirt isn't really great for you if you're trying to breathe that in. But you water your plants and that moisturizes your house as well. I have my Roomba, which vacuums for me a lot. And it has a nice easy little compartment that I can take off and throw the garbage out, and I can wash that little filter regularly, and it keeps the place clean. So those filters, those air filters, are a great idea. Those like HEPA filters and stuff. I had one of those and it was fantastic when I had a pet. Great way to clean up pet hair and the air and dust. And I should probably get another filter because I have lots of dust and I don't really dust my house often enough. But I'm getting rid of clutter and junk, so therefore I have less stuff holding on to dust. And with less clutter, I don't have to spend 2 hours cleaning and decluttering before I can actually dust. So maybe I'll get better at dusting. But having my Roomba vacuum more often for me, it helps great with the allergies. And I think I said I had 3 things. So going back to the moisture thing again, if you have too much moisture in your house, you're going to notice condensation on your windows. And let's see if I can see this and if it has a problem. See, the dark stuff could be mold, okay? Look for that. I am going to clean that today. Because even though my house is really dry inside, maybe there's some moisture coming in through the window. That one looks horrible, and I just noticed that the other day and went, oh, I gotta do that. And then I've been sick for a couple days, so that didn't happen. But an early stage, this is a double window. And an early stage could be here, where you see moisture condensation. So use a squeegee and wipe it. And then you won't see, I've done that, and I stopped it here. There's a little bit of black going on there, because I had noticed that last year had happened. So it's something you got to keep an eye on. And it does a great job of making you feel awful if you have mold and too much moisture and grossness going on, because that's not good for you. And that'll get your allergies going, that'll get your asthma going. So keep an eye on those moisture levels and keep yourself healthy and safe, because you're worth it. And enjoy that sunshine, because if you're like me, winter sucks. So enjoy what you can. So my 3 tips are to keep yourself healthier and your family healthier are to watch your moisture levels, too humid or not humid enough. Number 2 is to use your humidifiers and all that, right? For the number 1. Sorry. Number 2 is to keep an eye on all your perfumes and chemicals and stuff that you're using. And number 3, and my mind's going blank because I've totally headachy today. Sorry. So you've got your moisture and your perfumes and chemicals. And you have your dust. That's it. Your dust and allergens. So they all tie in with each other and they all work together and they all can cause the same issues of headaches, sinus issues, nosebleeds, runny nose, coughs, dry coughs. If you're on medications and you're even drier, then that even further. So all those things, if your house isn't as healthy and clean as you want it to be, and you have issues already, then maybe just taking these 3 steps and paying attention to these 3 things, having less perfumes and chemicals, having less dust, and having the moisture level right, will help you have a better day and feel healthier. And then maybe it'll help your symptoms, and hopefully it'll help you run into catching less viruses and germs and being sick less often. So hopefully you feel better. And I get some sunshine so I can feel better too. So happy gisting. You can follow me at, I didn't tell you all that. Oh yeah. You can follow. You can hit the bell every time you want to hear something new from me. On YouTube. You can follow me on podcasts and you can get alerts to whenever I release a new one, which is, I've been doing them every day. I missed one day last week because I felt awful. Sorry. And I was helping family members, so I didn't have internet available at the time. And so I usually do podcasts and YouTube every day. And I have that on my WordPress website. So you can catch those there, or you can catch my blog because I write about those items and different stuff. So sometimes I have stuff on my blog that isn't on my other sites. And then I'm getting used to Instagram. Hey, so you can follow me on Instagram. And hopefully I will start posting more often and better on there. And I'm learning. So please bear with me on all of this. So happy gisting. Get your shit together and get yourself feeling better. And have a great day.